Hello, welcome to the TV room. David Bradley here. So last time we were together, I checked out the Commodore 64, and it seems quite fine. And indeed, at this moment, as I sit here, it's out in the sun, catching some rays. It is, because it had a little bit of yellowing. Now, I'm not sure how it's going to go. I cleaned it up, as you saw, with a magic eraser, but it wasn't uniform, and there was kind of some yellowing in kind of between the upper and the lower case. Oh well. But the warranty sticker was completely intact, so I didn't want to open it up. Who knows, maybe one day I will. Or not. Anyway, I have been to the car because, of course, when you go to pick things up, you often find more than one thing. And of course, I try not to get things. But things happen. So here is the packing. Oh boy, this is really, it's pretty good. This better than the 64 box. And now we have the styrofoam. Now, I know whichever way I do this, it's going to be wrong. Yeah, that's upside down. That's upside down. There is the Commodore logo. Bahaha. Bahaha. All right, this too is some yellowed, which is not surprising because it was in the same environment as what the other one was. It was. But the big thing is what happens when I turn it on. And the only way to figure that out is to get a power cord. And where would I find one? Well, I would find one on this other, what was that? This other 1541 that is behind the drive here. And now I just foolishly dropped it. Oh, cables. Okay, this is probably it. And it is. So, first, I will make sure that the power is off. And then I will plug this in and turn it on. And the light comes on. It seems to be reacting favorably. I was kind of hoping that I would hear a little whir, but I didn't. And that's okay too. See, there were a variety of versions of the 1541 and a variety of versions of the circuit board. And I was kind of hoping this was a really short one that actually banged the head and buzzed. But it's not. But that's okay. So, once again, of course, I don't have as much space here as I should. So what I'm going to do is grab a 64 and put it here and grab a power supply cable. Now, actually, you know what I'm doing here. I'm going to try. I know it works because I've already tried it. This is the power supply that came with the other. Sorry, the 64 I just tested. This is not the ideal setup. It is not. But I will turn on the monitor. I shall. And then turn on the 64. Watch. Oh. Alright, what have I done? Did I accidentally push the button in? Oh, I plugged in the wrong video cable. Alright. Where is it? Maybe it's this one. I plugged into the other monitors. Yes, certainly. That'll give your heart a stop when you plug something in and you say, oh, nothing happened. Okay. So we look and we see, oh, a Commodore 64 is awake. Now, the drive. Oh, I see what I've done. Okay. I have the drive plugged into a thing, a power bar that has kind of like a it has a master switch thing, so a whole bunch of things. Huh. Well, looky there. It seems to be working. Imagine that. So that disk is pretty empty. Let's check out. There's another unmarked disk here. Let's see what's on it. Okay. It did not answer the call. Alright, let's try the ever popular open 15, 8, 15, quote, I0, quote, colon, close 15. Oh, well, that's interesting. I don't know what this is. I just don't know. But anyway, this disk seemed to come alive. Maybe that one is not formatted. Alrighty, well, this is looking promising. Let's see. We'll take this disk out. We'll put this one in and see what it is that we see. Nope, that is not what I'm looking for, but that's okay. Ooh. This will be, I'm sure. I have a bunch of these disks here that are copies of each other. Okay. We are going to load the performance burn fill. And it's in. And there goes the listing. Now, we are not going to leave this disk here. We'll put it over in the disk box, so it is safe. And this disk here, which is blank, I will type in run. And I think I will ask to do this once. Just one time. So it does seem, initially, that this 64 and disk drive appear to be working. They appear to be. And that's always good. I have not looked inside, I have not examined, I have not taken out the screws, but I will let this do its magic. And what is it going to do? Well, it's going to do the performance test, where it formats the disk, opens the file, writes to the file, closes the file, opens the file, verifies the file, etc., etc., etc. Moves the head back and forth, boom, 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 boom. And then a new thing I added, where it saves the program that's in memory. I think it's 37 times, 38 times, 39 times, something of that nature, on the disk to fill it. And then that's it. It's all done. Actually, I think it's 39 times. Because 9 times 7 is 3. There's 664 blocks in a disk. Aha, writing data. And, yes, it's 39. The program itself is 17. 39 times 17 is 663. So one block doesn't get tested. Oh no! Oh no! Anyway, so this is looking good. This, too, looks like it should go for a little time in the sun. But of course, because I can take off the top and I can take off the bottom, I don't have to risk anything to do with the disk drive, the board or the mechanism being outside. So I can just leave them out there to get a little whitened up a bit, just a little bit. So it is, it opened a file, closed a file, now it's reading in to compare. It's funny, just recently I was talking with Rudy from Rudy's Retro Intel. He's been working on a memory testing program for the PET 8032. Oh, it is now scratching the file. And it does similar things where it writes to certain memory locations and verifies that it gets what it's supposed to get. Oh, now this is the back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I think this is a wonderful thing to exercise the drive. So the drive spins, and the stepper motor has to get into some serious movement. And after sitting unused for, 30 years or so, not a bad thing that the thing doesn't have to go back and forth a bunch. So I think it's just about done, and now it's going to, pretty soon, it's going to just say, filling the disk, which you can't see because there's a Commodore 64 sitting in front of you here. So it has started to fill. It has. Isn't that wonderful? So, oh, that's funny. I looked up. I didn't think I turned this. I'm really not watching the television, but I believe somehow it shut off. Maybe there was a little power glitch I didn't notice. Or did I just turn it off? I don't know. Very strange. Anyway, oh no, it's back on. I guess I turned it off. We're having trouble. You might need to choose another program. I might. Oh well, I really wasn't watching it. I could just as easily turn it off. Anyway, we're not going to sit here for the whole time. This is just doing its thing. We're just not. Because it takes a while. Now this is weird. I'm asking it to go elsewhere to another thing. Everything seems to be running like a 1541 in slow motion. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But I am feeling a little on the tired side. So, maybe, possibly. Oh, are things coming up now? Are we having internet trouble? Let me try something. Alexa! How are you doing? Well, it beeped at me. If Alexa can't reach the internet, she will tell me. But she didn't tell me. Alexa! Alexa! Oh, it's asking me, is a hot dog a sandwich? Alexa! What time is it? Didn't hear me. Anyway, never mind. I don't want to fool your Alexa there. Well, I guess it told me so. I think everything is just running in slow motion. So be it. I will turn the television off. I will put my hand on this power supply. It seems okay. Once again, of course, with these old power supplies, don't use them, don't trust them. But, check the 5 volt side. If the 5 volt side is, within acceptable parameters, then give it a try. Oh, yeah. Tired. I am. So, I will leave this to continue to torment. Maybe, let me just feel the heat here. It's getting a little warm. Maybe what I will do is move the remote, put the Commodore 64 over here, because it can do that. And there's the disk drive right in front of me. And maybe just to see if it likes to keep working. Maybe after you're gone, and once it comes up, it says it's all good. Perhaps. I'm just looking down. There is stuff in the vents here. So I'm looking down to see where I might have put my little brush. And I don't see it. Oh, there I do. The brush. And that does a really fine job at getting dust out of the vents to let the air flow. It takes a while, but you have to look just so to see that, oh yeah, the air flows. Because the 1541 is, it gets hot. The power supply is inside. Not the 1541 too, it's separate, but the power supply inside, it needs a little ventilation. It does. So, it has some. They originally, they only put vents along kind of the one half of the case, then they changed it. They did. Anyway, I would suspect any moment this is going to finish, and then I can say, oh, look, it's all finished. And that, because I can tell by how much the head is moving that it's definitely writing towards the outside. And then I can tell it to do it another 10 times, maybe 20 times, or more. Maybe. Oh, yeah. By the way, up in the back there, hanging on the TV, is a t-shirt by the Vintage Computer Federation. And it says Computers for the Masses, and then it has a Commodore 64. And that is indeed what Jack Tramiel said endlessly. And even way back when, the Apples, much like today, they make good stuff, and they're so happy to overcharge. But of course, because they make good stuff, we pay it. Mind you, anytime I get an iPhone, it's always, like, used. I do not pay the bleeding edge price. No way, no how. Eh, 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 no way. Well, this does seem to be dragging its way on here. So I know what's going to happen as soon as I reach over here. Whoa, I'm looking at the little red button. My finger's headed for it. It's going to stop. I know it. Maybe not, though. Anyway, so this. Oh, there's some more stuff. There's stuff on the front of the drive, right along the top. I gotta be careful not to diddle the door. Oh, that's gonna take a little magic eraser stuff. It looks like it's happy to be there. Anyway, at some point, I'll take this drive apart, take these things outside, they can get some sun, yay, and then I can see what kind of board is it. What chips are socketed? Aha, it's done! One pass with 0 errors. Oh no, 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 who could it be? Who could it be? I can't even see. Likely spam. We don't need that. Okay, I somehow managed to press. Ah! I managed to press the key while in the midst of that. So, I will set this in motion to do another 10 tests. I will turn the monitor off. I will turn this off. And after I get up, I will turn the lights off. And I'll also, hang on, I'll turn the fan off. So yes, perhaps next time we'll open this up and have a look inside. But so far, it's looking good. It is perhaps better to look at, open things up before you plug them in case there's something tragic inside. But generally there isn't. But of course, if you plug something in and suddenly you smell something bad and you see traces of smoke rising up, you might think about turning it off. I might, if it comes to mind. All right, that's it. That's all. Have a lovely, lovely day. It's nap time. Bye for now. Oops, missed.